back to another RF Customs video. Today we have the one and only Shattered Glass Galvatron. Before we get started, I had a couple people, when I was creating this custom and putting some photos on Instagram, say that it looks like this guy. And I just want to apologize because everyone was like, oh, is that who you based it off of? No. I actually took inspiration from this image, adding my own few little twists and turns. So this is one of the ones that is kind of a my own creation custom, much like the Sentinel Prime that we all know and love. Hold on, his leg has not formed back on properly. There we go. Anyway, so it does take inspiration from the official Shattered Glass Galvatron with a couple twists and turns of my own, namely all the bronze and the gold. You can see here if I put it, all the bronze and the gold highlights. And the reason these came about is because I wasn't sure what to do. I didn't want to do full purple with all the mechanical detailing on the figure, so I didn't bother, and I opted for some gold and some bronze. Now this is using the original Age of Extinction Galvatron. As some of you may know, I had one lying around. It was up on the shelf up here for a long time up in the corner. So he's now been repurposed fully into Shattered Glass Galvatron. How he'll fit into Shadow Timeline and all, future projects, not an idea yet, but there will be one down the track, knowing me. I'll figure something out. But I just love the color scheme of this, like the purple, the gray. The gray is the exact same one as the Megatron one, which I'll put a picture of him up on the screen as well. It is the exact same gray as that, just using that. Some of it didn't make it onto the figure itself, but I think for how Galvatron is as a first story, I think him looking a bit old and it looks like a mismatch of colors. I actually really like it. I like how it is, and I like how how some of the red has faded into the black. I am quite a huge fan of that, especially up here on these little chest pieces. And yeah, I can't say that I dislike it. I really love this. I was really happy when I put this together. Now you'll see he has the official G-Axis guns painted in silver. Some of the silver has rubbed off. I gotta fix that. It won't take too long. And you're probably wondering, why does he have these and G-Axis not have them? As G-Axis is in Shattered Timeline, but has different guns. I lost these guns and found them when I was cleaning, so I just went, you know what, he can have them. And also, I don't have the official giant blaster that goes on him, except I only have him on the figure that is, I only have him on the figure on my archive shelf, so I wasn't sure what to do gun-wise for him, but I think these two guns is perfect for him. So, whenever we get around to a project where I could use him, I will. I'll be really happy to use him. I have a couple projects in mind that I want to get on paper. I guess we'll hopefully see them in the coming couple years, I guess. But this is Shattered Glass Galvatron and how he will appear in projects in the future. And I really like him, and he stands proud with the rest of the cast. For comparison, we'll give him a comparison. We'll put him up against his older version of himself. Let me roll over and grab him. And here he is up against Mr. Shattered Glass. Pull the camera back. Shattered Glass Megatron versus Shattered Glass Galvatron. And you can see that there are some similarities and some differences in between them. Color scheme being a big one. He is going to go under a whole new coat relatively soon, so that he can be fully fixed up. So there will be photos of that on the Instagram. I'm not going to do a full video on it again like I did with the first one. And Shredshot will also get the same treatment. But these guys with the guys that have had the full black coating and everything, they won't have that. So we'll put Megatron back, and you'll maybe see him sometime in the distant future, in the near future. But anyway, this is how Galvatron will appear. And like I said, he's got his 2 blasters. He's got his assault rifle and a tiny little pistol thing. You can smack them together like the G-axis ones. So if you really want to be that type of person, you can put them together. I may put him like this, and then I can have him holding it like that. I'm not sure yet. He hasn't been sitting on the shelf. He's actually been sitting on my desk for a while. Been waiting until I can actually do this custom video. If you keep up to date with the Instagram, you'll know how long it's been since this figure is actually put together. I have been very, very busy recently, so I apologize. I've been working on Shatter Timeline a lot in the background, and that's pretty much all my free time used up, which I don't have a lot of, so this is what you get. You get this now, and I don't know when the next custom video will be, because I don't have a lot of figures that I can customize. Maybe this guy in the background. Maybe he'll be next, but who knows? I guess we'll find out later down the track. But yeah, basically this is Shatterglass Galvatron. So let's quickly get him into vehicle mode so we can check it out, shall we? And here we are with Galvatron in his vehicle mode. I haven't had a time to undergo his cleaning, where I get alcohol and wipe all the old paint off and everything. So when I get a chance to actually go through and do the cleaning process, I will, but like I said, I'm very, very busy, so this is a hobby for me. And I don't have time all the time to sit down and go, right, time to clean my figures off. But look, if you ignore the wheels and their paint, it actually looks really, really cool. And looking at it through the camera, it looks so much better on the camera than it does in real life. I really like how it looks. I wanted to make it so it looked... I wanted the red to shine through in the vehicle mode as well as the grey and the gold, so that's why the back is opted that way. You can also see that there are bits of it where the paint has scuffed off. Varnish can't save everything, boys. I wish it could, but honestly, for the fact of how random he was thrown together, I think it's done really, really well. I really like this, and I hope you guys enjoy this too, and I hope this really gives you an idea of making your own custom Galvatron if you can't buy the freaking BotCon one, which is however much money. I'll put it up on the screen if I can find it. The BotCon one is very expensive, and look, if you really want to, you can shove the gun at the top. You don't have to use G-Axis's gun. I only used G-Axis's gun because it was just simple to get. But yeah, I hope this really goes into way of you guys making your own, because I would love to see it. And if you do make your own versions of my customs, please DM me on Instagram, because I'd love to see them. I'd love to see that stuff. So, I can say pretty much wholeheartedly, there won't be a new custom video for a while now. This is the last custom, unless I can figure out what to do with this guy, because he might be a custom, but I'm not sure yet. I'm not 100% sold on anything. So when there's time for a custom, I'll pull out another custom. But I'll come to think of it, I could start doing my menial customs now instead. So I'll decide. I'll see what we can muster up, boys and girls. Boys and girls. I don't know. I don't actually know what my demographic is, to be honest. I've never actually checked. But yeah, please tell me what you think in the comments down below. Please go like, share, comment. I said comment already. Like, subscribe, and get me to 150 subs before Shatter Timeline gets out, and then hopefully 200 subscribers when Shatter Timeline comes out. I'd love it if we can do that. So if we can get to 200 subscribers, I'm gonna stop saying get to 150. I'm just gonna jump it and say, let's get to 200 subscribers by October 20th, because that's when Shatter Timeline's gonna be coming out, boys. So, all right, everybody, that is all I have time for today. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be a big one. It's gonna be one of the smaller ones again, as there's not a lot to talk about really for him. But either way, even if there isn't a lot to talk about, I hope you guys do enjoy. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all later. Bye.